Hey there, colleague. How are you doing? I've been doing a little work from home today, and I got thinking because we're dog sitting for a family, doing some dog sitting. The younger Stewarts are mostly doing the dog sitting. At least that was the idea. No, they're doing a good job. And I was doing this remote keynote kind of thing for some colleagues in Nebraska, and we were talking about workload and about the will to teach and how to disrupt the workload pressure cycle. A lot of really good things to talk about. But all of a sudden I thought about this puppy, and I said, our workload is a puppy. Your workload's a puppy. That's a good way to think about it. I mean, when you buy a puppy, you think, oh, this is going to be a great idea. This is going to be so great. Oh, we'll be fine. Yeah, they say it's a lot of work, but that's okay. Totally worth it. But there typically will come a point when the puppy is, all of a sudden you realize this is a lot more work than you thought. This is turning out to be a lot of a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's one way that the workload that you and I have is kind of like a puppy. We start the school year and usually we're like, okay, I got this. This is going to be great. And then, all of a sudden we get to a point where we're just drowning in work. That happens to a lot of us. But the good news with a puppy is that it's trainable. That is something that I want you to think about today. That's a thought worth thinking. Puppies are trainable. Workloads are trainable too. Just because there are certain things on paper that I'm supposed to do as a teacher, teach kids, help them to learn things, help them to master material. Just because that's my job doesn't mean that the workload is like an unchangeable amount. There's a lot of ways to produce mastery in students. Some of them are more efficient, and some of them are very laborious and time consuming. So just like a puppy, puppies have a certain personality and you can't completely get rid of that personality in your training. But if you just do your research and think about training and be consistent with training your puppy, you can eventually make that puppy a lot less work. You can. That's what I've heard. I've never trained a puppy. But don't focus on that. Focus on the fact that you and me, we have a job. We've got a puppy to train. It's our workload. So we need to look at things like grading and think about, do I really need to be grading that? Why am I grading that? Why am I grading it like this? Are there other ways that I could do it? Let's train the stuff that we're supposed to grade and make sure that it's optimally promoting student growth, not just doing it because that's what we're supposed to do. Or the degree to which we have our door open after school. There's a lot of folks who would say, I want my door to always be open to build great relationships with students. But you can also just track moments of genuine connection with students, and in 30 seconds every couple of weeks, build the same kind of relationship that some folks spend hours and hours and hours a week. And then that open door policy just kind of creates a lot of extra work for you, because unless you're something really, really special, you are something really, really special. But basically it's hard to focus on planning work or researching about teaching work or giving feedback on student writing. It's hard to do that stuff plus have a bunch of people in your room all the time. So those are just some things to think about. The big thing to think about is that your workload's a puppy. So make that little animal behave.